Good morning, it is our last full day in Montenegro and we have woken up in the apartment which we moved into in the previous vlog, so if you want to go check out that, I'll leave it all in the description below. We had a pretty good sleep, the bed was really comfortable, it's nice and cool in there as well because of the air conditioning. However, at 9 AM the church bells do wake you up, so it's good for us because that's the sort of time that we wanted to wake up, and it sort of acted as an alarm for us. And then at 9:30 there were some more bells as well, so if you want to sleep in, you're probably not going to get a lie in here. It was also a little bit bright in the morning, but it wasn't too much to wake us up. The plan for today is to go look around all of the Kotor Old Town and maybe take a look in the museum or something. We'll have to have a look around and see what there is. But we have woken up and it is 30 degrees right now, so it is sweltering, and it's meant to get up to 33 degrees later on at 4 PM. So got to make sure we've got all our sun cream on. Try and keep cool as well. I'm hoping because it's an old town as well that it's going to be lots of shaded areas so we can stop off, have a few drinks. But after going in depth from the previous video and getting a €35 fish for breakfast this morning, all we have got is bread and crisps. So that is what we had from lunch yesterday. We're going to have that this morning for breakfast. There's also some biscuits as well if you want a couple of those. Nice and healthy breakfast this morning, and then we're going to go and make our way into the old town. So we're all changed and ready to go. I've made a little route on Strava as well so we can go through all of the different streets of the old town so we get to see every little corner of it. Sun creamed up, we've got our water, and let's go. So this is St. Tryphon's Cathedral. It's a Roman Catholic cathedral. There's two of those in the city, and I think inside there is now an art gallery, but it costs €4 to go inside, so we've decided not to go in today. But if you want to go and have a look inside, it's €4. Just at the top of the stairs before you head your way up to St. John's Fortress. It is an €8 charge, I believe, to actually go up the stairs to get up to the fortress, but I think it's open from 8 till 8 or 9 till 8 or something like that, so if you go before those times then you actually get it for free. However, if you are on your way down and then it opens, then you do have to pay the charge on the way down, so just be careful about that. From looking at reviews, I believe that it's about an hour walk up to the top and then an hour walk back down. That is if you're taking it slowly. So I've just spoken to someone and confirmed it's actually €15 to enter, and then it's a 40-minute walk from the bottom of the steps. So this is the northern city gate entrance, which was built in 1540, and you basically walk across a little moat into the old town. Just stopped off at Kotor for a quick Coke each. We've actually noticed as well that the Coca-Cola on the menu is $3.70, which is the same price as the domestic light beer, so you can actually have a beer for the same price as a Coke here. It is actually sat on the walls of the Kotor Old Town as well, which looks absolutely stunning. You get great views around the Kotor Bay. You can see a massive yacht just behind Beth as well, but you can only see sort of the end from here, but it is absolutely stunning here. Had our drink and now we're going to head back into the old town off of the top of the wall, but look at these views. They are actually incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. It's literally a movie set. We were also discussing that maybe later on we were going to do the cable carts and potentially the roller coaster, which is at the top of Kotor Mountain. I don't know what it's really called, to be honest, but we were thinking of maybe doing that, but we need to try and order a taxi over to Kotor side because it's not a walking distance. It's like a 2-hour, 5-minute walk from here, so be a little bit too far in this heat. There is a nice little walk around the castle walls, however it is absolutely boiling because there's no cover on the walls whatsoever, so getting very warm. There's a cool little end turret as well where you can actually see over with the moat on the corner of the Old Town. I think it's called the Bastion or something, and it was built in 1470. So that is years ago. It's mad that people's homes are just built on the side of the castle walls, and everyone can just walk wherever they like basically, so it's crazy. So this is the southern entrance, which we've just walked over the drawbridge, and it was built from the 13th to the 18th century. This here is the Maritime Museum. If you do want to go in, it is €6 per adult and €2 per child. Beth and I are not going to go into this museum. We might do the Cats Museum a bit later on. We're having to think about it, but that's just some information if you need it. This here is the Church of St. Luke. You may be able to see the Serbian flag on there as well. It's actually an Orthodox Serbian church. We'll go take a quick look inside at the architecture. Our way back to the main entrance. This is the City Guard Tower right next to the main entrance, and then there is the clock tower just ahead of us, and that clock tower was built in 1602, so it's a very old town. So we've stopped off at the Pescaria Dekaderon after we saw some of the sprays and the fans because we were absolutely boiling during this walk. We've stopped off for some hummus, which was $14.20, and some bruschetta, which was $9.80. Both looking very tasty. As you can hear, the bells have just gone off as well, so you may not be able to hear me. We've got some water as well. I'll put the price up in that top left-hand corner, and you can have a look around the old square with the cathedral in the background. We just heard the bells go off just a second ago. It is fairly expensive compared to a lot of the European old towns which I have been to, so definitely need to save up for this holiday. This is the Cat Museum. It is €1 entry for an adult and 50 cents for a child. We're not actually going to go into it in the end today, but we might have a look tomorrow morning. So we're just a little bit hot, so we're going to head back to the apartment so we can cool down with the air conditioning. We are back in the apartment. It's lovely to have a bit of air conditioning because it is absolutely boiling outside. Probably gonna have a few crisps and biscuits, which we still have from lunch yesterday. Then we'll cool down, maybe have a quick cold shower. We're gonna pack up now as well, make sure that we've got everything in the suitcases and ready for tomorrow because we need to check out by 10. And then I'm gonna go back out and hopefully get a little bit of drone footage before we'll come back and get ready for the evening. The drone footage looked pretty cool, but wherever you filmed with the drone in Montenegro, I think it would look pretty good, especially around Kotor Bay. Now I asked our Airbnb host to book us a taxi, and we're going to head up to the top of the Kotor mountain via cable car. Apparently it's very warm in there, but we'll have to find out. And at the top there's actually a roller coaster as well. Not sure whether we're going to give it a go yet, but we'll have to see. and see whether it's open as well, because we don't even know if it's going to be open. From there we should get some great scenic views over Kotor Bay, and then once we've taken a few videos, taken in the surroundings, we'll head our way back down the cable car, get a taxi back to the Kotor Old Town, and then go out for dinner tonight. I don't think we've got anywhere booked, but we've got a good idea of where we want to go. Just an 8-minute drive from the Old Town and we are here. It's still quite warm, but it looks pretty cool. The cable car's going all the way up to the top of that mountain, so hopefully we should get some good views. So we've made it onto the cable car, so it cost us €23 each for a return to get up and back down, and then because I'm going to be doing the Alpine Coaster, that cost €8, so not too bad in price overall. There are bars and restaurants up at the top as well, which is good, so if you want food or a drink, you can get that up at the top, and then you get some amazing views as well as we make our way up. I know the sun's making it look not quite as good, but it does look stunning. We also bought a bottle of water at the market at the bottom of the cable car, and that cost €2.80 for a 2-litre bottle, so a lot cheaper than in the Old Town. What is also good is that it is not too warm either, as they have got some windows at both the top and the bottom of the cart, so it's keeping us nice and cool in here. However, if you went a lot earlier, when it was like 33 degrees, I can imagine it being still a bit too hot to come up in the cable car. So I definitely recommend going either early morning or in the evening if you want to be a bit more comfortable in the cart. The last one up to the top of the mountain is at 8:30, so do remember that, and the last one down is at 9, so you need to make sure you remember that as well, otherwise you will be stranded at the top and have to call a taxi, which takes over 50 minutes to get down from there. In the bay over there, you can see that is where the Old Town is, with the cruise ship right at the bottom as well. It just looks tiny, everything looks like ants from up here. You're right.
Tickets, please.
All right.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
Okay, go up, automatic, go down, self-control. Full speed, brake.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Whoa! Oh my god! Wow! That view is incredible. Oh my god! Wow! It is literally so peaceful around here. The views you get as well are unbelievable. Like look, I'm literally in a little cart like this, feet at the front, and then you've got that view on the right hand side. It's actually unbelievable. I don't think I've ever been on such a stunning roller coaster in my life. Bloody petrifying though, I have to say. And then you can go as quickly as you want, so if I hold it forwards now, it'll go full speed if you're up there. So it's picking up pace. And then as soon as I pull back, it slows down again. Oh god, I don't want to slow down on the hill like that. Oh my god. crazy views. You can see the cable car there taking people back down to the bottom. Absolutely beautiful. I'm actually gobsmacked, I don't even know what to say. I think hopefully the GoPro footage should pick up most of this. But look, we'll stop here for a second. There's no one behind us and we can just take in the views. People behind us are flying as well. Look at that. Absolutely incredible views. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. And now we're right back at the bottom, probably heading our way back up to the start. But look at that, crazy. I'd definitely say the coaster is worth it. If you do want to give it a go, I'd say it's worth the price. It's a little bit steep, I'd say, because obviously most roller coasters in the UK, if you're at a festival, a carnival or whatever, they're about 4 or 5 quid, whereas this is more sort of 6, 7. But just for that view, I would definitely recommend giving it a go. We should see Beth in a few seconds as well, who's going to be watching us come back up. So after that roller coaster, I have steadied my legs and we have now sat in the Forza restaurant, which you can find up at the top of the mountain. Gone for a Nixico Gold this time. It's another beer of the Nixico kind, made in Montenegro, and Beth has gone for the Deserano and Coke. Nixico Gold was $4.20 and Beth Deserano was $4.80 with the Coke, which was $4.20 as well. So you can basically get soft drinks here for the same price as beer. So definitely be drinking beer over the soft drinks. But look at the view that we have got from the Forza restaurant. You can see the sea in the distance, the airport and the bay as well. It's unbelievable. The Nixico actually looks a little bit like butterbeer from Harry Potter. And we are now on our way back down to the bottom. It was a stunning sunset and I definitely recommend doing this if you do come to Montenegro, Kotor. We are now on our way back down. I'll show you a view of the bay. There's the bay, you can see the sun setting. Well, it has pretty much set now. And then this way you can potentially see the airport. I'm not too sure, but the airport's just down there. This is the first bay that you come into, but we are staying down there at the Old Town. And then the Hyatt was actually on the other side, about over there. So you can pretty much see everything which we've done on this holiday. So it's a very good way to end it. And you can see the sea in the background over there as well. The plan now is to get a taxi and then we're going to head back to the Old Town for a meal. We've got a good idea of where we're going to go. So hopefully we should get some pizzas. And Beth is looking forward to it as well because there is vegan pizza on the menu. So for any vegans out there, we'll let you know how good it is. I wouldn't want to drive up here on those roads though, they look very sketchy. It just looks fake, like those rocks just look fake. So we got a taxi back to the Old Town and we actually hitchhiked with another couple and it was €5 each. They like to try and con you a little bit, especially in places where you know that you can't get back to the Old Town without ringing up a taxi. The taxi drivers that are already there try and charge stupid money like €20 for a ride that's only about £5. But we've made it back now, we're only spending €5 as well, and Beth has actually bought a cheesecake from the sweet store back at the cable car place. And it looks incredible. So for any of the vegans, a lovely pomegranate cheesecake which only cost €4.50. So definitely recommend grabbing one of those if you are vegan from the cable car place. It was also good to see England beat Slovakia 2-1, even though it was in extra time. And currently Georgia are 1-0 up against Spain, which is crazy. So it seems to be a good time for the underdogs at the moment. But we're now going to head back out into the Old Town, and hopefully we'll have a lovely meal to wrap the holiday off, and then maybe we can get a dessert as well. For our last night, we have come to the Ombra restaurant, and we have ordered a Neat Seco again, which was €6. The cider, we actually don't know how much it is because it wasn't on the menu, so Beth was pleasantly happy when they said that there was mango cider on the menu. For pizza, we've both gone for the same pizza. Beth's gone for the vegan pizza, whereas I've gone for the vegetarian one, but it's all got the same toppings of paprika, onion, and other vegetables. We also have a guitarist playing for us, which is lovely, and it's a lovely little courtyard as well, which Beth will show you around. There's been loads of kittens as well running around. Back from the Ombra restaurant, I definitely recommend going. The courtyard was beautiful. There was loads of kittens running around, music from a guitarist too, and the food was really tasty. We both had a really lovely pizza. It all came to €40.15 as well, so not too pricey. And with the vegan options in the pizza, I definitely recommend the vegans go in there too. We're now back at the apartment, going to enjoy our vegan cheesecake and then head off to bed. It was unfortunate to see Georgia lose 4-1 in the end, which means they are also out of the Euros. But it's been a lovely last evening to end the holiday, and I hope you all enjoyed the vlog. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You can go and check out all the other vlogs in the description below too. And I'll see you all next week with another Montenegro vlog, which will be the final one.